Hello there, Lynx here, and welcome to Monochrome Valentine. Chapter 3, Stranger. Let's check it out. Also, I had a peek, and there are 5 chapters in total, so maybe we'll do this in one episode now. Maybe. I'm not promising that. Wait, you're closed? But the sign says...
Sorry, sir. We're just experiencing a little delay when it comes to opening. The man who I could only assume was the clerk stood behind the door with just a crack open while frantically looking behind him every once in a while. If I didn't know any better, I'd think this was some kind of diversion. He was robbing the store. He did seem pretty suspicious. And I don't mean that he looked suspicious. I mean that he was sweating, twitching, looking around, and was holding a baseball bat behind his back. Just saying, with all those elements, he seemed like a pretty suspicious guy. Well, alright then. Do you know how long it's going to... All of a sudden, the sound of several heavy objects crashing blasted through the interior of the convenience store. Look, there it is! Grab it with the net!
What was that?
Nothing.
It worries me how he said that with a straight face. Are you sure? Because it seems like there is something...
Oh god, look at this, it's Steve!
strange going on.
It's up in the ceiling tiles! Don't let it escape out the back!
Rats. Definitely. Or mouses. Mice. Something like that.
In the back? Oh no, it's only a bat! A bat?
A bat? What?
Yeah?
Oh, okay, the bat. He's holding a bat and there is the animal bat. Okay, that's interesting. How did you get a bat in the store? Suddenly, one of the cashiers came crashing out through the glass windows on the side of the store.
Just a bat.
The cashier who was thrown out got right back up, grabbed his mop and dashed around back. Okay, I've had enough of that. Just gonna ignore all of this before I get dragged into some strange monster hunting plot or something. Monster Hunter, let's go. I don't have it though. Well, if I can't go in, can I buy some stuff from out here? I have a list. I say this as I quickly hand him the note that Selena gave me and watch him read the note while his other arm seems to swing at something behind the wall. I don't know what it was, but it sounded like it was snarling. I was definitely not going in there.
Okay, I'll be right back with your items. You can sit over there in the parking lot and I'll be right with you.
I then watched this man look at me as if it was the last time he expected to see me. Take a deep breath and then shut the door behind him, along with several locks being engaged, scream something in another language, and then more snarling. Considering how unusual this day has been, this convenience store tops the charts in weirdness. Yeah, I know. I feel like if I were watching this from an outsider's perspective, I'd think this whole episode feels a bit weird and out of place, like having a samurai duel in the middle of period drama about upper class nobility in the 19th century England. Which reminds me, actually, supposedly, I haven't seen it, in the store I used to work at. We had a mouse. And yeah, the girls were panicking because of that. Because of a mouse. Mouses? Mice. Why do I keep saying mouses? Mice are... I don't know. I mean, there's nothing to be afraid of. Then again, I lived in the freaking outskirts as a child and a teenager, I guess. So, I mean, it was natural for mice to like sometimes appear out of nowhere there, really. Because outskirts. And there were some open fields as well, so there would be, of course, mice. Anyway. Still, they say that truth is often stranger than fiction. Least this will be an interesting story to tell to my descendants. If I ever have any. I'm not alone here. It's a convenience store, but the parking lot almost resembles a tailgating party. Were the items here really that special?
Maybe, but I get the feeling some people were just here having an impromptu party. This is a pretty weird neighborhood.
Hey buddy, get a light?
Huh?
A light, you know, a lighter for a cigarette?
Yeah, sorry, I don't smoke. He lets out the weary sigh of someone who's had a rough day and took the unlit cigarette out of his mouth.
Probably shouldn't be smoking anyways. Disgusting habit, bad for my health, and an unnecessary expense.
So true. As he says this, he puts the cigarettes back in the pack, and Hook shoves the pack into the nearest garbage bin. Nothing but the net. Why do I know that phrase?
You're not from around here, are ya?
What makes you say that?
Well, spend enough time around here, you tend to recognize a few people.
See the guy over
there calls himself Mace because he heard it in a movie once. Real name's Michael though, hates it, says it's too generic.
Yeah.
The lady chatting up with mailman there is Gloria. She's a flirting addict. She'll flirt with anyone. Do you know how serious she gets? I don't think she even came here to buy anything.
Okay.
And that's Andrew. Everybody hates him. Nobody remembers why.
I don't know, maybe punchable face or something. I'm sorry.
You on the other hand, never seen you before. You kinda stand out from the rest of the people.
What's with that slow down music? Well, yeah, I'm just a visitor. So, you live around here or something? At this, he suddenly broke out laughing as if I told him the funniest joke in the world. It took him a minute to settle down.
Nah, I know someone.
All of a sudden, he pauses.
Well, I used to know someone who lives around here.
Used to know. I'm sorry for the loss.
No, I don't mean that they died. It's just that...
Where he once seemed like an open book, now it seemed that his stance had shifted, becoming more closed off with this topic.
With a falling out. And of course I thought I could fix it. That I could take away all the pain, anger, and sorrow with just a handsome smile and a great speech. Always acting, and never thinking. Winded things pretty badly overseas, so the first thing I did when I got home was ask about them at work, thinking that we could still be friends and colleagues. Then I learned that they had decided to quit.
This sounds familiar.
So I ignored the advice of everyone around and rushed to your place to talk about things.
He sighed.
I don't know what I expected. I went in there thinking that I could just undo everything because I'm so used to everything going my way. I mean, look at me.
Nothing is going my way, by the way. He gestures to his well-toned physique, impeccable sculpt face, and general "I got this" demeanor.
I got about as far as the corner of our street when I found something I hadn't in a long time. Doubt. What was I even doing there? What could I possibly say or do to make things better? How do I fix this to make it go back to normal? Truth of the matter is, some things can be taken back, so I left. Had my chauffeur turn the...
What the fuck?
Turn the car around and drive off without accomplishing anything. Why am I even talking about this to a complete stranger, you ask? Sorry, man. You probably got better things to do than listen to me whine about my love life.
Why'd you break up?
Beg your pardon?
The person you were talking about, was she your girlfriend?
She was someone I was fond of. We weren't exclusive, but she was the person I was spending the most time with.
Right, so what went wrong?
I suppose the honeymoon phase had ended. I left overseas for a job, which gave me something I hadn't experienced in a while. The feeling of freedom. I didn't realize how much the prospect of commitment felt like a cage.
But I'm guessing she wanted something more?
Who doesn't? I'd always known we were going to have that conversation eventually, but I simply choosing to ignore it. We ignored a lot of things. Our plans, our differences, our level of commitment.
Yeah, I get that. Honestly, it was only a matter of time until it all came crashing down.
And so after that you came back home and wanted to see her again?
That was the plan.
And now? The sound of a honking car cut him off. I turned to see a fancy limo out on the street, with the driver waving to this mysterious person. Man.
Well, that is my right.
In before he was Selena's kind of boyfriend. Wait! I stepped between him and the car. I don't know why. This was my problem after all. Are you just gonna walk away? What if she's alone, crying, desperately seeking someone to tell her things are gonna get better? Are you really just going to leave her in that state of to fend herself for herself? Aren't you crying because you don't wanna deal with the fallout, and that's why you run away from home? Ah, I said something unnecessary.
This isn't just about me, is it?
No, sorry. I spoke out of turn. What happened to all my fire?
Seems like maybe we have something in common. Look, I can't tell you how to handle your love life issues. However, you might have a point. I'm running away from this mess that I made. If this were a movie, I'd admit that you're right. Rush down to her place with flowers and chocolate and tell her that I was wrong about everything and I want to give us another shot. The thing is that just now, this thing is gonna play out.
Wait.
That's just not how this thing is gonna play out. I believe that's how it should be written. Anyway, I wish I could say that I'm choosing to walk away for her own good, but the truth of the matter is, I'm not strong enough to handle it. Not yet, at least.
Excuse me, sis, I got your stuff here. Like a knife through butter, the store clerk managed to cut the tension by inserting himself between us with a cart full of shopping bags. He hands a bag of items that we asked for each of us. Later find out that he had mysteriously gone missing, leaving behind several strange symbols. Okay.
Alright. I forgot why I came here. Hey, you're looking for this too?
In his hand he holds the can. Helios Zenith. Yeah, I was just shopping for a... Come to think of it, what was Selena to me now? We seem to have a past together that I don't remember. She's been nothing but friendly to me, even thought this may be the first time we've truly met. Are we friends now? I must have been standing there blankly again.
Anyone ever tell you that you have a habit of spacing out?
Sometimes. All the time.
Well, here, take this.
Without letting me reject it, he just places the can directly into my bag.
Consider it payment for listening to me bitch and moan about my love life. To be honest, it tastes awful, but I thought I'd try one for all time's sake. But like smoking, probably a bad habit to indulge in the past.
Well, I mean, you can have it if you...
Sorry, can't hear your car running.
As he walked right by me, with my hand stupidly outstretched with the can in hand to give it back, he mimes it like... What? He mimes like I, a loud car engine, is drawing out my voice. What? Whatever. But then he stopped with his back turned to me.
Maybe someday, maybe in another life, our paths will converge again. Then I'll be strong enough to face her again. Till then, it's better she finds someone who can give her the life I never could. And as for you, whatever problems you're dealing with, I don't know, sorry, I'm really bad at this thing. Instead, I'll just give you some advice that they used to tell me. Sometimes just better to trust your instincts and see where they take you.
So, let's gamble it all? That's what you mean here? What? But because my instincts are telling me to gamble it all.
I'm not talking about money.
If I heard him right, he never answered. He just got in the car and was driven away. Could he be connected to... That'd be one hell of a contract coincidence. But stranger things have happened for My walk back to Selena's place felt longer than before. Maybe it was because I was carrying something heavy on my mind. Guess lots of people are having relationship troubles. When I got back, I saw that the truck had been moved. In addition, I didn't see Selena anywhere. Guess she must have gone inside waiting to watch that series. I stepped through the threshold, expecting her to greet me with a joke or relief at seeing the snacks. But that didn't happen. Weird. Did she step out? No. Then why did she leave the door unlocked? The door to her bedroom was cracked open, and inside I could hear... The sound I heard was something I didn't expect for. I heard the unmistakable sound of sobbing. Oh no. I carefully peeked in the crack in the door, and just out of the corner I could see Selena sitting against the wall, holding something in her arms and crying. From this angle I couldn't see, and while I was curious, I didn't know if I should intrude on this scene. Let's do it. The thought of what the mysterious man said flashed in my mind. Was I making the same choice as he did? Was it right to leave her in this state? No. What should I do? Give me the choice. Give me the choice! On the floor I saw the notepad and pen, and an idea came to me. I don't know if it was a good idea or not, but it was the best I had at the moment. This was such an unusual idea, and I didn't know if it was gonna work. What I ended up doing was making a note and sliding it under the door. Okay, that's kinda nice. Not a bad idea, actually, not gonna lie. The first note. I won't leave you unless you want me to. The second note. You've been a good person to me and I want to return the favor to you. The third note. I've never been good at this sort of thing and I don't know any phrase that can make you feel better, but I'll be here so you don't have to be alone. And like that I just waited, sitting with my back to the wall. I could hear her shuffling behind the door and sniffling through for she tried to suppress it. Something she said earlier rang in my ear. Sometimes you just have to trust your instincts. Yeah. Just trust my instincts. I scooted over and without looking I stuck my hand inside the room, just my handful. At first nothing happened. I thought that this was stupid and cringy. Maybe I'm making things worse. But to my surprise, I felt a hand gently grip my own. Even if I couldn't see her, even though she was trying to be as quiet as possible, her grip told me everything. I thought about saying something, but that would just ruin the moment. Something about that felt familiar. I remember hearing about something going down the classroom next door. And the girl had bumped into me while running away from the scene. Rumors spread quickly. Rumors that she was in a fight, that she'd been accused of cheating, that she'd finally snapped due to bullying, that she'd had an affair with the teacher's son, all kinds of shit. What? Later that day I got strong-armed into taking over cleanup duties for a classmate. Said he had a hot date, that I never had anything to do, so I should just handle the cleaning duties for today. Jackass, you're not the only one in middle school. Sorry, you're only in middle school. Your hot date is just going to... What? W.C. Ronald Quindice. Okay, for an after-school meal. Still, who was I to disagree? My nature has always been a passive one. So I just did what I was told, because what was the point of in raising a foos? They weren't gonna do it, and someone had to. Might as well be the foreigner who barely spoke the language and had no friends. When I was taking out the trash, I remember hearing someone crying beneath the stairwell. I remember trying to look and someone shouting back in English to not look at them. My first instinct, like always, was to remain passive. Just ignore it and walk away, go about my business, it doesn't concern me. Not this time! I tapped the side of the stairwell with my palm and reached my hand down over the railing, being very careful to not look at them like they wanted. It seemed stupid at the time, it was just something I had read in a manga. What was the title? To my surprise then, just like back then, a person I couldn't see gripped my hand. A person who held back a wave of sorrow beneath the mask of a happy girl. I wish I could say that we started a nice friendship here, that this is where we got to know each other and sharing our hardships. But that's not the way the story ends. The teacher at the top of the stairs happened to pass by, thought I was shirking my cleanup duties. And so my nature being that it was, I let go and left them there. Even as the teacher reprimanded me on the way back to the classroom, the only thought on my mind was the guilt of leaving her in that state. I always wondered if she felt a moment of peace, or if I had just made things worse. I'd always intended to talk to her about it, to apologize for not doing more. But by the next day, this girl with endless positivity was back to her normal self and just as unapproachable by someone like me as before. Technically, how would you know who that was? You wouldn't know, man. On the other hand, you would. I mean, the rumors would be about that certain girl, right? So, you know, kinda disappointed you didn't approach. Anyway, we lived in two separate worlds. That was just the reality of it. So I left the memory as it was. Just a memory. So that was how I knew her. She squeezed my hand and I squeezed back, to let her know that I was still there. And I wasn't going anywhere this time. Chapter 4. Stay. My arm was getting tired. This was cute and wholesome for a while, but now I think my arm's gonna be stuck in this position. I only shoot it, but my mind was already trying to think of a way to still emphasize that I was still here, but that my arm was about to fall off.
Oh, hey you! There is, an alien in here who's holding people's hands. Don't worry, I'll rescue you.
She lets go of my hand, though I can't tell if it's because her arm was getting tired or if she sensed that mine were. Although it's quite possible that she just got embarrassed when she realized how long she'd be holding my hand.
So, do you have the snacks?
Yeah, right. Here, I've got to change to...
Oh, you can keep that.
As a bribe?
Took you a while, huh? To get back, huh?
Oh yeah, you wouldn't believe what happened, so I get there and... One story later.
Hey.
Yeah?
You should probably cut back on the drugs.
Of course she didn't believe me! It's truthful!
A story that weird? Who knows? Story. Alright.
Suddenly she poked her head out the door with the box set in hand.
Since we're all done packing and fix the truck and you brought snacks, do you want to watch this with me? I mean, you don't have to if you want. I've taken up a lot of your time already, so...
I'll do it.
Really? You know you don't have to force yourself to...
Trust me, I've got plenty of time.
Promise?
Promise.
Yay!
Her mood seemed to have perked up. I'm glad she's cuter when she's happy. Thank you. Cuter. Is that a weird sentence?
Let me just go set everything up. Trust me, you're gonna love the series.
Well, whatever, I'm happy to have been of use. Vampires and boxers. As Selena described it. It's a story about a human boxer down his luck who ends up renting out the spare room to a vampire girl. The narrative follows their various supernatural misadventures, ranging from getting into a boxing match with a werewolf, trying to throw the scent of a vampire hunter, meeting her adopted vampire progenitor, and then one deleted episode concept involved going back in time to the age of Vikings and fighting against Viking raiders, which created its own spin-off. It's apparently highly rated due to its expertly handled character development, story and art direction. But tragically it suffered from seasonal rot after the network had kicked out the original creative team and started trying to chase trends and social movements. Don't do that! Never do that, okay? This is bullshit. People don't want this. Looking at you, USA. And all those creators. Yeah, I mean, just going after that is so dumb.
While there were good episodes in that era, most of the fandom considers it to be non-canon because it deviated so far from the original vision. Then had a revival when the original creator came back from a long sabbatical and managed to reacquire the license from the network who were trying to release a bunch of unnecessary horrible spin-offs. The original creator then started a Kickstarter to recreate the series better than it ever was and do it properly this time. That's right. Show them who's the boss. That's what Selena says at least. Short version, it's a story about human boy and a vampire girl sharing an apartment, hijinks ensue. Alright, snacks are ready. I have no idea who said that, but...
We'll first watch the original version, because you can't appreciate the remake without seeing the original.
The whole thing?
We've got plenty of time.
I mean, I guess, but... The size of the complete box set just radiated intimidation. Just imagine One Piece. Do we also have to watch the spin-offs?
Do you normally start the story and skip chapters, Blake?
No. Whoa, these are some great snacks! Changing the topic, right? So that was the first episode. Seemed a bit rough around the edges, but there is something appealing about it that makes me want to watch the rest of the episode. Also, I didn't expect the fight scene at the end. So cool. Come to think of it, Selena's been pretty quiet for a while. Wonder if she's okay.
It was even better than I remembered.
She's sobbing.
She began to process the process of learning the true meaning of friendship. Next episode!
According to Selena, after the end of season 1, the network executives pushed the original showrunner out of the picture to exert more creative controls over the franchise. Yeah, so basically the whole thing became less creative, right? Over the years, everyone who originally worked on the show would be replaced by less creative people. Midway through season 2, even I could tell how different the writing was. For a few episodes leading to the end of season 2, they changed the writing format to an 11-minute format, which was better suited to slapstick comedy shows rather than the deep emotional drama that was this show. Yeah, I mean 11 minutes definitely is for comedy only, really. Something serious, not really. Then again, I'm gonna say that like the format of 24 minutes for episode is the best option. I mean, more than that is overkill. Okay, up to half an hour, I guess. But if you drop something that is 48, I don't like that. I really don't. I prefer watching 2 episodes that are 24 minutes than one that is 48. I don't know why, but it works like that. Anyway. I didn't know what any of that meant, but that's what Selena said. Either way, the show was going downhill. And so they're just gonna end like that?
Yep.
But what about?
Doesn't matter.
But what happened to the count?
Resolved off screen.
And what about Krista?
I guess she died.
What kind of ending was that?
I know, right? Social media blasted them for years. It's still going on now. It had such a great start too, but network was way more concerned with merchandising than quality. Such a squandered potential. Fortunately, that's what the remake solves.
Alright, let's start watching immediately. He's in. Selena quickly reaches over to the remakes box set and I can practically feel the excitement in the air as we get ready to watch the next. And suddenly the power went out.
What happened? Are we dead? Did we die? Blake, are you there?
Yeah, sorry, I'm right here. I think that the sudden darkness just made me slip.
Well, keep talking, let me help you up.
Okay, I'm right over here.
I nearly had a heart attack.
Are you okay?
I'm good, but listen.
And when did it start raining? I don't remember the weather app mentioning. Oh right, phone's still dead. Maybe I should have charged the phone while the power was up.
Ah, that reminds me, we've been binging this series all day. But how are you gonna get home in the storm?
Oh, that is an excellent question. I'm gonna get all wet. At this time of the night, would there be a drover around? Anyway, it's coming down.
It's coming down pretty hard. You might catch a cold if you go out there.
Nah, probably too expensive.
If you want, you could stay here for the night.
I don't live that far. I could just walk it.
I think you're a trustworthy person, so I don't really mind.
And risk being stabbed in the face. Forget it.
Blake, are you there?
Maybe there's a
Blake, Lawrence!
present. I instinctively reacted as if I was in a classroom. I hadn't done that in so long that I just moved on autopilot. I mean, yeah.
I was saying, if you want, you can stay the night. You know, this is kind of embarrassing for me too, so please, can you please say something? Blake? Blake, did you seriously just faint?
The ceiling seems taller than I remember. Alright, I'm laying down. In a sleeping bag.
Would you like to stay the night?
It definitely didn't happen like that! Were my cheeks red? I felt like they were red. Calm down, this isn't that sort of situation. It's just a kind gesture to a friend that you recently met today. Don't overthink it, damn it!
Blake, are you awake?
Yeah, still awake.
Okay.
Her voice sounded different. Before she was like, how do I describe it? A ball of positive energy that could power the gloomiest of cities for years. Now she seemed uncharacteristically shy.
Well, I'm just going to scoot in next to you. There we go, nice and comfy.
I can see her. My back is turned to the side. I can look at her because I feel like I really shouldn't. Things are getting pretty awkward. Say something, dumb boss. So, did you ever see something like this happening when the memento I threw away accidentally landed on your head?
No.
Yeah, me neither. Sorry about that. By the way, I don't know if I apologize for that, but it just kinda slipped out my hand and sorta weird off course like it was I stopped myself before saying something supremely creepy. Like it was fate. Who says that outside of shoujo manga?
It's okay.
Her voice is so quiet, I almost missed it. It's a nice thinking for, like, you know, the choice of death and death in life. You know, if you hadn't chosen like that, maybe you have not run into some people. I like to think that. Like, you know, if I have not decided to eventually, you know, quit football because I started to hate it, maybe it would not lead me to meeting certain persons in life. I know the plural with people, but whatever. Yeah. It kind of helps with, you know, dealing with kind of the regret, I guess. You know, because I do regret a bit that I quit at football, but you know, maybe I wouldn't have met a certain person, whatever. The truth is,
I didn't think I was gonna go home today.
huh?
I was just taking a walk to clear my head of everything. So much of my life was changing. So many things that I dreamed of were falling apart and I felt lost. It's just that I sacrificed so much, tried so hard, did everything right. Or at least I thought I was doing everything right. But I guess it wasn't enough. A person can do everything right and still fail. At one point my mind went to some dark places. I kept thinking about what the point of everything was and if the hole in my heart would ever close. Then a small object hit me in the back of my head. Sort of snapped me back to reality. Is that weird? I think it sounds pretty weird. I expected to see some jerk tossing garbage or something, and instead I saw you. Someone who looked like he was in a pain too. The same kind of pain as me. I don't know what I was expecting today. Certainly not this. But I've been told that I'm a sort of look before you leave person. Now look at me. I'm sleeping next to a total stranger in my empty apartment with a power out. I mean, this is crazy, isn't it? What if you were like a scammer or a murderer? I just invited you into my house at my most vulnerable moment, and now I'm whining about my life. What's wrong with me?
With the edge of my palm, my top hurts. I'm not good with words, not at all. I work with computers, systems, datasets. These are things that make sense to me. I don't really know what to say to help her, so I do the only thing I can. She takes the cue and softly interlocks her fingers with mine. We stayed in complete silence for a while. Neither of us needed to exchange any words. Just this simple gesture was enough. Was she asleep by now? Has she calmed down a little bit? Did I mess up? My mind was spinning again. I heard her shift her body in the sleeping bag next to mine and could feel her eyes on my back. Oh boy.
Blake, are you awake?
I hesitated to answer.
Do you wanna do it? I wouldn't mind if you want to. Blake, look at me, please.
Okay.
Dang,
She's cute as heck. You're very pretty.
thanks. Then do you...
I don't know.
Huh?
The truth is, I don't dislike the idea. But you're unsure if we should cross that line? I don't know who says this. Probably her.
But you're unsure if we should cross that line.
Yeah, a lot of things could change with the...
Is it me? Do I really not have an appeal?
You have a lot of appeal, okay? Of course you do. You're so cute that any guy would love to spend even an hour in your presence just to talk about the weather. You're the type of girl who'd look at a sad loser like me and do your best to cheer him up even when she's feeling like her world is coming down around her. Before yourself, you put me and my feelings ahead. You didn't even know me. It's just that, in our current mental states, I'm unsure if we should do that. It's not that I don't want to. Take my word for it. I really do. I just give me a... I meant to think about things.
Okay.
Another minute or two passes as we just stare at each other, illuminated by the small specks of moonlight peeking through the rain clouds.
Blake,
Yeah,
have you thought about it yet?
maybe. Okay, can I come closer to you then? And so they decided to hug each other for the night. That's it. Chapter 5, goodbye. No! I think most people might feel a little awkward after the events of last night. After hugging all night, nah. Maybe. Not Selena though. She woke up before me and was back to her usual energetic self. You'd think last night was just a dream. But I could still feel the warmth of her hand in mine. See? I told you they were just hugging and holding hands. And... yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, just thinking about stuff.
Yeah, alright. I was just saying, I think we're at the end of the line.
Oi. Oi, oi, oi. I know this area. I'm so confident I've seen it before in some game. Oh my god. I think even I could point that game out if I looked at my playlists. Oh boy. I remember this area. Maybe it's not the same, but it's so similar. I'm pretty certain that I've seen this area before. Oh my god. What was the game? It was a short one as well, and we played it ages ago.
Most of you probably weren't even around yet. On this channel. Yeah.
What was that game? What was the game? Actually, I will not remember now. Okay, whatever. I will not check. I probably played it in 2015, by the way.
We had fun together, didn't we?
Yeah?
Are you sad?
Yeah?
Me too. Me too. Guess we were having so much fun together that we forgot that this couldn't last forever. Eventually we'd have to split.
Do we have to?
Much as I wish we could spend more time together. Your phone's still not working.
Yeah, I guess I forgot to charge it.
Hold on.
After fumbling in their pockets for a bit, she hands me a business card with a very fancy design. It stands in stark contrast to mine, which seems like I just used a default template, which wish I brought some with me. Thanks. Sorry, I didn't bring any of my own.
It's fine. I mean, who still uses business cards, right?
Everyone in Japan, probably.
Obviously, the same girl who uses an actual camera instead of the one on her phone, apparently.
Because it's better quality? I'm sorry, but it is definitely. I mean, come on. I mean, I also have technically a camera in the phone, but I'd rather use an actual camera that I bought. Anyway, we shared a brief laugh, and though we both knew it was time to part, neither of us was willing to take that final step. So, where will you go now?
We're probably gonna take this truck and move back in with my parents for a while, but I'll probably take the scenic route. What's the point of this truck if I can drive it anywhere cool, right? What about you? What about you? What are your plans?
I want to go with you. Please say that. That's a good question. I guess I didn't really think about it. I asked her to take me to the station, but truthfully, I'm not sure. What do I want? I guess for now I'll probably do the same thing. My parents' place isn't too far. Just gotta get on the train, then take a few bus stops. Not like I can go back to my old place, so I'll hunker down there until I can come up with a solid plan, maybe find a new job. My savings won't last forever after all. Yeah, unfortunately that's true.
Yeah.
She looks away from me.
Yeah.
She says it again. Okay. In before, your parents and his parents are neighbors. Anyway, was she disappointed? Did I do something wrong? Before I could ask, she unlocks the doors, continuing to look away from me. Without saying a word, I carefully exit the truck and walk around to her window, where she avoids eye contact with me. However, the look on her face told me that she was disappointed with something. With that, with what? I'm not sure. Dude, work on your instinct. Hope it wasn't last night. Come on, you just cuddled and held hands. That's it. So, guess this is it then. I promise I'll call you just as soon as my phone charges. She sticks her hand out of the driver's side window, her pinky outstretched.
Ding ding. Promise?
Of course, we really don't have to.
Promise me.
She was gonna let me go without a definite answer, I suppose. I hooked my pinky with hers, immediately feeling a little embarrassed, since we both seemed far too old for this. I promise that I will call you as soon as I can.
Okay.
She took a deep breath, inhaled, and then screamed to their palms.
Okay, I feel better now.
She looked at me and smiled her trademark smile.
Alright, I'm gonna go grab a bagel down the street right there. Well, take care, Blake. We are but two ships passing the night, and I hope we pass again soon.
Did you just come up with that?
No, of course not. I stole it from a tagline for tea.
How is that a tagline for tea? And with that, pressed her foot. She pressed her foot to the pedal and drove off.
No.
Ah, there's that feeling again. Regret. Should I have gone with her? Yeah. It could have been fun. Yeah. Yeah, well, too late now. No, run. Maybe another life. No.
No.
That's not how it's supposed to work. The red line train will be arriving in 5 minutes. At least that's what the screen predicted. The trains were always just a little off from the predicted time. Are we not in Japan? Pretty sure they are perfectly timed. Strange, I still feel regret. Was this the right decision? No, it wasn't. Well, whether it's right or wrong, it's too late now. From the top of the stairs, leading down to the platform where I was, a group of people started descending. Guess they didn't want to risk missing the train either. Huh? That's funny. In that crowd there, peering down at their phone. That person looks out like Ashley. No! They stopped when they noticed something in my direction and seemed to be stomping closer.
Blake!
They called my name.
Blake!
This person who looked suspiciously like Ashley marched all the way up to me and put her hands on my shoulders, forcing me to look at her.
Ah, yeah, this is definitely
Yeah, this is definitely Ashley.
Hey.
Definitely didn't know what to say to her. What I do know is it was like my heart just did a double backflip, and not in a good way.
Do not hey me. You just randomly disappeared. I know that we're not.
She trailed off as if the words were stuck in her throat and refused to manifest. I mean, she's also cute, god damn it. To be fair, the feeling was mutual. There was a strong urge to run, to flee, to avoid the issue. No, I can't run from this. If I don't face this, then it's not fair to her either. I'm sorry.
Don't mind it. Now, where is your phone?
That's for a while, but that's not what I meant.
Huh?
Long inhale. Exhale. What would she want to hear? I have no clue. What do I want to say then? I'm sorry, I couldn't see how much you were suffering alone. I'm sorry that I made you feel like you couldn't talk to me about what you were going through. I'm sorry that I couldn't be the person you needed most.
Huh?
If I could go back, I'd try to be a better man to you, listen to you, pay attention to your needs. I wouldn't have strung you along for so long just because I...
Why are you telling me this now? What are you trying to accomplish here? To absolve yourself? You overly sentimental fool!
She pressed her forehead in my chest.
It's fine. What's done is done, and this is just a way things turned out. As much as I wish things could go back to how they were before, that's just not an option here.
Her voice cracked as she wrapped her arms around my back.
I never wanted things to get this bad. My time with you was special to me, even things ended the way they did. You're not a bad person. I don't hate you. Your actions made me cry more than once, yes. But that doesn't mean I want you to just disappear from my life.
I'm sorry.
Stop apologizing. That curtain has fallen on that part of our life, so now it's time to go on to another act.
Sorry, I don't want to leave things like this. I want to do at least one thing for you today, given a tiny bit of the pain I caused you to go away.
Then can I stay like this for just a little bit? Would that be okay with you?
Yes, you can stay there for as long as you need to.
Thank you.
You're too good for someone like me. I wish things could be different.
I know.
I'm sorry I didn't try to talk to you before.
I'm sorry too.
Sorry for leaving without telling you.
Forgive you.
What happens to us now?
I'm going to leave this city. Try to start over.
Then, do you want me to go with you?
A part of me would like that. But I've never been a fan of rereading an old story. We can't be together like we were. And it's for the best if we find our own paths. I know that if I do wish you could come with me, that's just not an option available to us. I'm sorry.
I understand.
I care for you. That's why we I feel that you should find your own way.
Ashley, let go just as the train was coming in. She didn't let me see her face as she started walking towards the doors.
Maybe in another life things could be different. I would hope so. Until then, do me 2 small kindnesses. First, when you think of me in the future, please let me be a happy memory.
Yes?
Secondly, find a place where you belong. Don't let the chains of the past hold you back.
Oh, that's a nice one. She plants a small peck on my lips and then backs away.
Take care, Blake and Lawrence.
Why it's N?
If I see you again someday, I would hope that we're both living happier lives than before.
This train, the train of this train, the doors of this train close as Ashley steps in. I was like, God damn it, I was supposed to ride this train. She presses her hand against the glass and we watch each other leave in more ways than one. In my heart I feel a pang of regret and part of me wishes that I would just gotten on the train with her. But she was right. It was better if we go our separate ways. I just wish her the best of luck in finding what it is she's looking for. Her last request rang in my mind as I leaned against a pillar on the platform. Find a place where I belong. Instantly my mind flashed to Selena. Why am I thinking of her now? Don't tell me. No, of course not. It's too soon. That would just be a rebound, right? Rebounds aren't good for anyone, right?
Right?
Besides, it's only been a day. Just get on the next train, go to my parents' house, find a job, and forget this impulsively crazy feeling. No, man. Act on that feeling.
Don't let the chains of the past hold you back.
Damn it! Screw it all! If Selena wearing my shoes, she'd just go for it, regardless of the social rules. Just trust my instinct, right? Well, my instincts were basically screaming, "What are you doing here, you colossal moron? Go after her! This is basically a rom-com movie moment, perfectly set up for you!" Is what they are saying. God damn it. As if a starting gun had been fired into the air, I leapt into action, thinking to myself that I could catch up to her. She couldn't have gotten that far, right? What's a little bit of running, anyways? God damn it, I hate running. This is what Lynx thinks. So me, I don't know why I said this in third person, but this is pretty much what I think while I'm going running. My 10 kilometers. Every second day. I really hate it. But at the same time, there are moments when you're like, this is great. Anyway, years of sitting behind a desk has not been great on my physical fitness. I haven't been running that long. Why am I so out of breath? Dude, that's how stamina works. Okay, technically, given the fact that I had the wisdom teeth removed, also, you know, vaccinations, I have not been running. So I went twice and I was pretty much out of breath. Also, given the fact that temperature rises now, so it's also, of course, influencing, but yeah. Anyway, the moving truck's not here. Damn it, did I run this way for nothing? Maybe someone knows something inside. Hello, welcome. No time, wait, no, I know you're from. Never mind. Listen, did the woman driving moving truck just come in here to buy some bagels? Rough your behave? Yeah. Wearing a hat? Yeah. Has a demeanor that can't be described as brighter than the white hot intensity of 1,000 suns. Yeah, that's her. Was she here? Yeah. She was just here, ate a few bagels by that table right over there. Kinda seemed like comfort food if you ask me. Which way did she go, please? Right there. He points down the street to the west. Right, down Mulberry Street. She took her truck and went down the direction. If you hurry, you might be able to catch her. Okay, thanks! My body was already anticipating the physical toll I was about to exert on it, but I didn't care. I bolted out the door like a bat out of hell. Funny that you use that comparison. give it the story. A little side story we had on the shopping before, right?
Don't you want to buy some bagels? There's special going on.
Okay, he said go down Mulberry Street. Right. I had just about broken into a sprint, putting the bagel shop past me when I spotted a familiar sight in the parking lot behind the bagel shop. Okay, that's the moving truck right there. Thank merciful God. Whoever that may be, it's just right there. I immediately turned around and made a beeline for the truck, just trying to push my legs a bit further. By the time I got to the truck, my legs were like putty. My heart was beating faster than a hummingbird's wings. I braced my hand against the side of the trunk as I took a few moments to breathe. Selena! I choked out, but no one was there. Fuck. I looked through the window, but she wasn't there either. But in the window, I saw the driver's side door open. So I slowly walked around the edge, and around the corner I peered Selena leaning against the truck, toolbox by her leg, looking sullen. Selena. She twitched and slowly looked in my general direction. Her gaze remained fixated on me as if I was some kinda illusion that would vanish if she blinked.
Blake?
Yeah, that's me.
Sorry. I'm just a bit of a... Oh, God!
I slipped, but instead of hitting pavement, I landed in her embrace. Oh, yes.
You're really here?
Yeah, I'm really here.
No, I mean, why are you here? Weren't you gonna go to your parents' place?
Yeah, I was.
Things sorta changed for?
Things sorta changed for.
Like what?
Well, the thing is... Shit, why was I here? I'm just operating on emotions and instinct. I can't really put this into coherent words. At least not that don't sound really creepy. Oh hey, Selena. I just realized that I want to spend more time with you and didn't want to part because my ex helped me receive some closure and told me to find the place I belong, and I think that place is with you. Come on, brain! It's been like a day! Just give me some time to at least untangle my emotions. Crap, was I silent again? Say something so it seems like you were paying attention. We still haven't finished watching the remake of Vampires and Boxers.
Huh?
Well, I was curious about how the remake would handle the flawed masterpiece episode where the boxer shows up to save Valkyrie from a... Why am I tired as well? God. Anyway, save Valkyrie from a rival vampire and uses the power of friendship to beat the crap out of someone he should have no chance against. The fight choreography in that episode was cinematic genius. The way they worked around the budgetary limitations, right? And I cleared my throat, well, more like coughed it out. And also because traveling with you sounded kinda cool. Plus we're going in the same direction, so it would probably be more interesting to travel together than to take separate transportation. Or something. Sorry, I think I'm babbling. She shut me up with a kiss. Yes! Is that butterflies? Yeah, I feel butterflies. Wait, no, come back, don't pull away yet. Sorry, but you know, follow my instincts and stuff, you know. I quickly plant a kiss on her cheek in return. Yeah, same. Oh, it was her line, okay. She goes bright red and tries to hide her face in my shoulder.
You know, this is probably just a rebound thing.
Pretty likely. No, it's not going to just be a rebound. We'll turn this into the thing.
We might get hurt later.
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure everyone in the world would say this is a bad idea.
Yeah, well, everyone in the world can go to hell.
Blake, you're such... I don't know. I don't even know. You might end up hating me. I can be a little hard to deal with.
Well, I don't hate you now, so let's just see how far we can take this and hope that if we do split up later, we'll have more good memories and bad ones. But I think but I think that not thinking about things kinda got me in a bad place to begin with, so how about we just take things nice and slow, see where they take us, okay?
Okay, yeah, that sounds nice. I can do that.
Good. Good. So, you gonna let me up or...
No, 10 more minutes.
Why 10?
No, it's 20.
We're probably gonna get kicked out of the parking lot.
40.
This girl, she can be cute, childish, stubborn, impulsive, kind, emotional, and an endless source of positivity. She's got a lot of strengths and flaws, but somehow, I think spending time with her would be anything but boring. Monochrome Valentine. A submission to Valentine's Game Jam 2021. Made in Ren'py visual novel engine, yeah, I know. LED Dev, sprite, CG, and item art by Razaru. First story concepts and characters by JMag857. Outline story script by Dusk Spark. CG assistance Dusk Wrangler by Katanada. Programming by Jeros. Comic style speech bubble UI code by Remix. Proofread by Zonkerto. Some speech bubble assets by Mangoku418. Background eye by Konet Studios and by Kimagura After and Nora Neko Games. Thank you for playing.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun, oi. Still, I think it would be cool, but you know, okay, this is my place. She drives off 1 hour house later, that would be nuts. But then again, it was nice story, damn. It was so good. We need more of this. Anyway, Monochrome Valentine. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can tell that I had lots of fun here. Hope you guys enjoyed as well. I'm gonna move to the next game now. But Monochrome Valentine, damn, so good. Yeah, I wonder about other games that participated in this game, Valentine's VN Game Jam, but I mean, even if you go there, I think this is the absolute winner. Let's see, Valentine's VN Game Jam. No, I'm not promising we'll play anything. I mean, we might play something if I have it already in my folder, but I don't plan on I think downloading anything more. Oh, there is not that much. You know what? I will check. Okay, I think I have this one as well downloaded lately. That one I'm sure about. I don't know about the other ones. Well, we'll see. Maybe we'll see at some point some more games from this game jam. Valentine's VN Game Jam of 2021. But for now, let's end this video. Hope you enjoyed as well. I wish you a wonderful day and I'll see you in the next game. Bye bye.